Hey friend, welcome back to The Gentle Reset, your no judgment zone for creating a home that actually works for you. I'm Allison, ADHD home and systems coach, former occupational therapist, and mom of two, and I'm so glad you're here. If your home feels harder than it used to, even though you're still trying, then this episode is for you. Let's take one simple step together today. Here's your weekly 3, a mind hack, a home hack, and a personal highlight to help your home feel lighter, more functional, and easier to maintain. Today, we're talking about something I see all the time in ADHD homes, the quiet drift. You'll hear why drifting doesn't mean you failed or did it wrong, 3 signs a space is quietly asking for help, how I personally reset one draining space when things feel off, and why starting there changes everything. And next week, I'm pulling back the curtains on how I decide which space to reset first and what that process looks like when a room needs more than a quick tidy. Make sure you're following now so you don't miss it. Now let's jump into our mind hack for today. Here's something I want to normalize right away. Homes drift, especially ADHD homes. And drifting doesn't mean you failed or that your systems are wrong. It usually means life's changed. Kids grow, schedules shift, seasons and energy change. Your home looks different than it did 6 months ago. Most of the time, there isn't some big moment where everything falls apart. It's slow and sneaky. Things just quietly stop working the way they used to. A space gets harder to keep up with. You start avoiding it. Stuff lands there more often than it gets put away. And then one day you look around at your home and think, what happened? And that's the drift. And it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It just means your home needs a little support, the same way you do when your life shifts. So how do you know when a space has drifted and needs help? Here are 3 signs I see over and over again with my clients and in my own home. The first thing, you avoid it. You walk past it quickly. You shut the door. You tell yourself you'll deal with it later. And the second thing, it becomes a doom pile magnet. No matter what systems you tried, stuff keeps landing there. Papers, bags, laundry, random items with no clear home. And the third thing, it costs you time and energy every single day. You waste time looking for things, you feel frustrated and overwhelmed just being in the space. It stops supporting your daily flow and starts taking more energy than you want to give. And that's not a motivation issue, it's information. Your home is telling you where support and a refresh system is needed next. So when things feel off in our home, I don't start everywhere. I start with a space that's draining me the most emotionally. For me, that's often my home office. When it drifts, I notice it fast. Papers and sticky notes stacking up all over my desk, decision fatigue creeping in, and suddenly even small tasks feel heavier. My focus is scattered, and something as simple as writing an email feels hard. So when I notice that, I don't label it as I've failed. I treat it as a signal that something needs to change first. So I do a focused reset. I clear the main surface of my desk, rehome what doesn't belong, adjust the system if it's no longer matching how I'm actually using the space. It's not perfect, it's just functional again. And I usually give myself a time limit so I'm not procrastinating on resetting the entire day and not getting anything done. And that reset alone changes how I show up mentally and emotionally. And that's why where you start matters, and the right reset creates relief fast. So here's the part I don't want you to miss. Most resets don't stick because of motivation, they stick because of support. That's why I'm opening spots again for room and closet makeovers. Not to overhaul your whole house, but to help one space finally work with your life and your ADHD brain. If you've been feeling that quiet drift and thinking, I can't keep up with this anymore, you don't have to figure it out alone. Especially if you tried all the things, Pinterest, courses, workbooks, checklists, and nothing has stuck. Sometimes having someone walk with you, help you decide, and keep you focused makes all the difference. That's why I want to invite you to work with me. You can find all the details through the link in the show notes. And here's what I want you to take away from today. Drift is slow, sneaky, and normal, especially in ADHD homes. Avoidance and doom piles are signals, not personal failures. Relief comes faster when you reset the space that's draining you most. And support can be the thing that helps a reset actually last. It is possible to clear the clutter for good in your home with the right systems in place. Start by asking for support in this new season. Well, that's it for today, friend. If this episode made you feel seen, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might need that reminder too. Remember, one small shift at a time creates momentum. You're doing better than you think, and I'm so proud of you. See you next week on The Gentle Reset for another weekly 3.